I like new designs on things. I like new takes on architecture and on cars and bikes and so on and so forth. And phones is one of those things I also think there should be a lot more. I think there should be a lot more fun with phones. You go back now, unfortunately, too many years, but there were a lot of really cool designs coming out with phones. You had phones that slided and flipped and popped out, and they were all really fun. In fact, the last great phone I had was the Motorola Flip Out. Now, this wasn't like a flagship phone even when it was brand new. Its specs were still behind everything else, but for most people the specs don't really matter. It was a fun phone and I genuinely enjoyed using it. So when Motorola announced that they were going to be releasing the Razr as a smartphone, a foldable smartphone, I was incredibly excited. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, here is Samsung Z Flip. You was expecting the Motorola, weren't you? Yeah, nah. No. Okay, look, I did want the Motorola, I did. And I switched my couriers to get this phone. So I would have gone to EE, which is the only network in the UK you can get the Motorola Razr on. The problem is, I live in Dover, and if you have a phone with EE in Dover, you might as well not have a phone. The signal is so bad. Given that so much of my work, I work in care homes, but I also work in digital marketing. This includes social media, it includes e-commerce, it includes websites, development, management, blah blah blah. The point is, I do a lot of my work from my phone when I'm not in my home. And if I had swapped to EE for the Razr, I wouldn't have been able to do my job. Given that Samsung Z Flip is also a foldable phone, I switched to O2 and I got the Samsung Z Flip. Now, I want to talk about specs for a minute, because specs, for most people, well, they don't really matter, do they? I mean, like, if we're talking to the average person, I put myself in that category. Even though I love the design of things, spec-wise doesn't mean a lot. You can explain to me what Snapdragon is, and my eyes will start to glaze over. The important thing is user face. How easy is it to use the phone? How fast is it to use the phone? Does the phone run well in itself? Does it do what I need it to do? And the answer is yeah. I mean, this phone is incredibly responsive. It's done everything I've needed to do so far. I don't really play a lot of games on this phone. When I got this phone, I downloaded Gwent. That's the one, the card game from Witcher. Yeah, I downloaded the card game from Witcher. Haven't even opened it yet. I do want to go into negative feedback, negative things first. So when I was unboxing, I found that there is no headphone jack. Okay, it is just the USB port. Now, the problem I have with this is I walk to work. I work quite a bit. I listen to music whenever I'm walking out, or I listen to Audible. So headphones are fairly important. And the fact that I am now dependent on headphones that have to fit in this. I can't just go into a shop if my headphones break and get a new pair. The fact that I can't have the headphones that I prefer to have, which are made of wood, which are really cool. I can't use them. Not unless I get an adapter, which is going to put a lot more and bulk out the whole thing in my pocket. And it's a pain in the ass. It's a massive pain in the ass. Also, I've not really found anywhere I can put the SD card in, so I don't think there is an SD card, which is again another annoying thing. So this phone was fresh. You know, everything, every family, friend photos and videos that I had, while they are backed up in other places, I think like a lot of people, you know, I do get a bit sentimental and I do want to keep them on my phone. but you know, it's okay. They are backed up. I've still got them, still saved. But those are some pretty big negative things in my opinion. When comparing it to the Motorola Razr, the fact that the Motorola Razr had the big screen there was a big selling point. I personally think the Motorola Razr looks nicer overall, and one of those features was a big screen on the front, whereas here it's just the reflective. It's so shiny, you can see what I'm watching on YouTube. That's as From Heel versus Babyface. Aha! Yeah, I mean, because it is so shiny, that also does feed into another negative, and that's it picks up dirt and scratches like no one's business. I was going to get the purple one. My last phone, Samsung Galaxy S9, was in purple, and I got it because it came in purple. But the purple one just picked up so much dirt so quickly, whereas the black one so far doesn't seem to be as bad. Still, I'm not leaving the house without a case on this phone. It's also incredibly slippery, so even just round the house, if I'm going to use this as an alarm clock, of something along those lines, I'm going to need a case on it as well because it's so damn slippery. The viewing window, kind of a positive, kind of a negative. Again, because it's so small, I'm limited to what I can see as the initial screen. It's just the date, time. Okay, it looks a lot clearer than that, but I'm not doing many things. That's not what I do here. In terms of notifications, again, if you can see that, the notifications come up really, really clear. The icons are really nicely done, and it is a nice display. The problem is, as you can see, I've got 3 icons plus 3. So maximum, if I've got 4 notifications, I can only see what those 4 notifications are, and even then I'm limited to what I can see. It's usually who sent them. Now, because a lot of my work is online and my phone is used for my work, if I get a message through Facebook, for example, and it's work related, it will come up with a different icon. So the fact that this now doesn't tell me if a work notification's come in and I have to open the phone and go into it to find out, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Also, I've had this phone for over 2 months now. In the beginning, I walk to work, I walk to my job in a care home, I walk all the time. I will either listen to music or I listen to an Audible book. In the beginning, I had to open the phone up in order to pause the music, in order to skip the track, to go back the track, to do whatever. I wasn't able to do it from the window. There was a recent update that has changed that, and I'm so glad that they've done it. Now you swipe the other way and you're limited to what you can do, but you can do the basics. Stop it, skip it, whatever. And that's a big improvement. So I'm not constantly taking my phone out to open it up and then doing everything. I just take it out, press a few buttons, back in. So from here on in, it's all positive, I'm pretty sure. Unlike the Galaxy S9, there is no Bixby button. Thank Christ. God, I hate Bixby so much. Bixby's still on there, but it is sort of out of the way, so if you want it, like if you're that random person who likes Bixby, it's there. But certainly for me, I'm so glad there isn't a button for it, because that aggravated me to no end. On the outside, it is just the fingerprint recognizer, which also turns the phone on, off, and turns the screen on and off, and the volume buttons. That's it. You can set up a selfie from the outside, and that's pretty much it. That is the outside of the phone. So then you open it up. Ooh, let's stop halfway. This is something I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I do. So the Motorola Razr does not do this. The Motorola Razr just comes straight up. This is something that I really appreciate now. So if I'm doing conference calls, if I'm doing video chats with anyone. The fact that I can open it halfway and then put it down rather than trying to find a dock or leaning it against something or having to hold it in my hand. The fact that I can just have it like this and put it on the side is fantastic. It will be hard to then go to a phone that doesn't have this option. I do genuinely appreciate this. Also, like a lot of people, I use my phone as my alarm clock. So if I have this phone on the side, I change the image to the clock, and then I've got my bedside clock along with the bedside alarm. It is, again, it's something that I've really appreciated since having this particular phone, and it's not that it's made life easier, it's just, it's a nice touch. I appreciate the folding hinge that Samsung have put into this, and I do like this slightly more than the hinge that Motorola has that doesn't have this option. The screen is a really nice screen, and with the light backgrounds it's difficult to see that crease. Right, there we go. All right, you can see the crease now. But when you're just looking at the phone head on, it's really difficult, almost impossible to see unless the screen is black or the screen is off. Dark images will show up the fold. Okay, so this is the inside camera. Now, when it comes to taking photos, there is an option that widens the lens, be like back there. It's not there when you're taking videos. With this camera, when I flip it round, I will show you, and it's there. But when it's just videos, can't really do it, which is a shame. The lighting's pretty good today, so I'm hoping you'd be able to see it. Yeah, so there you go. This is the inside video. What I do like is that I can quite easily just turn the video off by doing this. And here is a video from the outside camera. Obviously it's much better, and you can zoom out. Beautiful. My Princess Mononoke hoodie there. That's honestly, I set it up just so I can put it in the video. I will at some point, there we go, zooming out again. I will at some point get these guitars on video and do a little thing. It won't be an amazing video. It's really just to showcase the audio in terms of recording. But there you go. I mean, this is obviously a messy flat and my work setup. But there you go. This is how the phone records audio. So all in all, this is the Motorola Z Flip. I really like it. Now, Motorola, I love that. That's never going to get old. I mean, it's over 2 months now. You just do that. Oh, although without going into the settings, if I do have someone on speakerphone and I do that, doesn't end the phone call. Learned that the hard way. Anyway, Samsung didn't give me this phone. This phone is my phone. Okay, I switched to O2 to get this phone because unfortunately 3 just weren't going to support it, which is a shame. I've got this phone for 3 years. Samsung did not give me this phone. They have not given me a damn thing, despite me asking. I mean, just give me a watch. Give me a watch. That's it. You know, just give me a watch. Not asking for much. Anyway, should something happen to this phone in the next 3 years, I will tell you. The Samsung is actually a pretty decent phone. I've got a number of cases for it. I'm going to put another case on it at some point soon, probably while editing this. But yeah, so far I think it's worth having. So that's me review. It's not a great review, but I don't review phones on this channel. I tend to do whatever I want because it's my channel. That's how I'm ending this video. Okay, so one last night, guys. I work with a marketing agency. It's called tellrun.net. I will link it down below. We're also on Facebook and other places. Right now, because of the global situation, a lot of businesses are struggling. We are a load of freelance, independent marketing specialists. Some of us focus on website development, so if you need help with putting together a website so that you can still do business, there's someone in our company who can help you. We have e-commerce specialists, we have social media specialists, we have marketing specialists. We are offering free consultations, trying to help people. We don't want people to risk their lives and open up their businesses way too soon. Unfortunately, there are a couple of governments who are trying to do that, trying to keep this very non-political. But yeah, if you have a business and you're struggling with the online side of things, reach out to us. We are doing free consultations. It's not going to cost you anything, and there is a lot of skills that will be at your disposal. So links down below. You can leave a message. I'll try to respond to all of them when I can. You can contact us on Facebook, on the actual site itself. There's plenty of ways. So keep safe, take care. This is me flip phone. It's flipping awesome, and I'm going to continue to tell that joke till people flip out.